Southwest Mississippi. It's Thursday morning and time for Thursday Open Lines, your weekly look at what's happening in and around our area. If it's happening in Southwest Mississippi, you'll hear it right here on TOL. Now, from our studios in downtown Brookhaven, it's Thursday Open Lines with your host, Kenny Goza.
Good morning and welcome to Thursday Open Line on this rainy Thursday morning. Much needed rain. Randy, how are you today?
Dry. I wasn't earlier.
What happened?
It was raining.
Okay, but you didn't stand out in the rain, I know, but...
Why not?
Okay. All right. You never know what Randy's going to answer in line. You just never know.
Got to keep you on your toes.
That's right.
Suspense.
That's right. Well, hey, welcome to the show. We have two good guests in here this morning and some more following. We have Emmeline Davis from the Lincoln County Civic Center and Janet Smith, who is in frequently with Brookhaven Animal Rescue League. And Janet, good to have you too.
Thank you.
Special day coming up Saturday.
Yes.
You've been working on it for months and months.
I think we started in October, November planning this event, and
Yeah.
it's here.
And it's going to be an arts and craft.
Expo, a full arts and crafts expo at the Lincoln Civic Center this weekend. It is all artisanal and handmade artists, and we'll have about 30 to 40 vendors going to be inside our Civic Center selling and displaying their art.
Yeah, I'm really excited about this. When they first asked me, and we were batting around the idea, I was, I thought it was really, really good, but then I thought, how are we going to, make this work? And Emmeline and Chaston and Dr. Kimball, everybody's just been working so hard, and we've got some amazing vendors that are going to be there. I'm excited because it's a great time of year. It's right before graduation, right before Mother's Day. You need one of those unique gifts you can't find anywhere else. They're going to have all kind of pottery, jewelers, metal workers, textile artists, just all sorts of things. And we handpicked these artists and fine craftsmen that are going to be there. So we really would love the public to come and support it. I'm really excited about this.
And you did say it was local and some folks from...
Yes, we have some local artists. We
but
have
some
artists
from around the area?
Oh, yeah, some from around the area, and we have some artists that are coming in. We put it out there, and we got lots and lots of interest right away. Of course, trying to, nail people down sometimes is a little difficult. When you have an event that is the first time, an inaugural event like this, people can sometimes be a little, leery about, do I really want to do this? But I think it's really going to be worth it. I think people are going to be really, really surprised how wonderful it's going to be. And then we're going to be doing it again, hopefully year after year, and we'll have more artists and more interest, and possibly even can expand it down the road. But I'm just here to tell everybody how wonderful I'm proud of it and proud of what everybody's done, and encourage everybody to come and support it.
It's something you've done for years, though, at Co-Lin.
We have, we have the Old Brook Festival and other, things that come around, and there are some wonderful, crafts people around that participate in these events. But this event is specifically oriented for artists and art crafts people. So it's a little bit of a, everything has to be handmade, unique items. And so that's what I'm really excited about, to promote these artists who really put their time and energy and creativity into what they do. Even myself, I've been working myself to death, trying to get things together. But I'm not going to be able to stay long. I've got a doctor's appointment in Jackson, and they were willing to let me run my mouth for a few minutes, and I'm going to turn it over to Emmeline.
Yeah, I just want to say about the arts thing, having been involved in, like you're talking about, Old Brook Festival for many, many years, with the School of the Arts coming here, conversations in the past has always, we could better footprint an artsy atmosphere here in Brookhaven with the School of the Arts. And,
definitely.
I'm surprised that hadn't happened.
I've always said that, but I think that a lot of people really are just kind of afraid to jump into something that is that new and innovative for this area, even though there's a lot of interest in it. And there's absolutely no reason we can't promote our artists in this area more and support them. I'll tell a little story real quick, then I'm going to go. This has been 30 years ago. My mother and father-in-law were remodeling their home, and they went to a really exclusive designer and furniture place in Jackson, and they bought all this really beautiful, expensive furniture, but then they also bought a bunch of really expensive prints and sculptures and things to sit around their house. And I was in college at the time, and I was just like, oh man, you could have spent half of this on really original artwork that you're not going to see anywhere else. And so sometimes we don't think about the fact that, our artists can give you something that is strictly unique that you won't find anywhere else. And don't forget about us.
And there's times at the School of the Arts, again, back to that, where they have these artist gallery displays.
Oh my God, they're amazing.
It's amazing.
Absolutely amazing what these young people are doing.
It's always felt like that there would be a footprint that we would become more of an artsy community. You'd see more and more stuff popping up.
Yeah, we're gonna work on that.
All right, I know you will.
I'll see you guys later. Thank you all so much, and I will see you Saturday.
Have a good appointment. Be careful. Hey, we're gonna try to get Chaston in. He's out there looking at Emmeline to see if what she's talking about. We're gonna bring him in. All right, go ahead, Emmeline. I know you've been working on this a long, long time, and
yes.
It's been you said it's a different event.
It's definitely different. It's my first month at the Civic Center was the Wildlife Expo, and so we had this guideline book, or like, let's just start here, scrap it, throw it away. It has not been the same at all. So lots of really interesting learning curves, but it's helped me understand my job better as well. So win-win on both sides.
Well, Chaston, have you come to spy on Emmeline today?
No.
All right.
I come to be taught.
Are you jealous that she's the voice of the Civic Center?
No, I'm happy.
Okay. And you identified yourself as the ghost of the Civic Center?
Yes, the ghost, yeah. I just come in every once in a while.
Did I misunderstand that? Was it the goat?
Maybe the goat, yeah. I think that,
the greatest of all time?
Let's go with yes.
Okay, I got you. All right.
The greatest of this time.
Yeah. All righty. Okay. So, you're excited about this event?
Oh, yeah,
I think it's going to be great.
Oh, this is going to be a good event. We've talked about, many of the commissioners have talked about something having for the spring, and we've kicked around so many different ideas. And when we came up with this, and Miss Emmeline and Janet has just taken it and morphed it into something that's going to be, I think, really, really cool. So the inaugural one here, I think we'll see it again next year, and it'll be bigger and bigger. So,
Emmeline, you did mention, I think, last time you were on, we just kind of did a commercial about it, but you said there were going to be some other activities there for like hands-on stuff for kids or people to.
Yes, we switched more to a demonstration stage.
Demonstration, okay.
That kind of is what worked out better for this year. I'd love to expand it to that, but we've got some artists that are willing to just show what they're doing. They might talk, they might not, but just to see how those pieces get built or crafted.
Well, that's always interesting when you go somewhere and on vacation or something, and you go to some artist event, venue, and you see them doing pottery or glass blowing or things like that. That's always very interesting.
Yeah.
I think of it like some people are really interested in arts as hobbies, and most of the vendors here, they have other 9-to-5s, and they just do this in their free time. So this might inspire some other people. Like, you can get into pottery. It's pretty easy, or just the different kinds of pottery that you can try. I think Janet is going to do a hand building demonstration. It's like you don't even need a wheel for that kind of pottery, it's going to be really neat and open some doors.
Has Marty got a booth?
No.
Oh.
He should, though.
Yes.
All that clay he's in.
Yeah, we've got a guy that he's actually on our committee, Larry Cotton. He does hummingbird houses feeders, yeah.
Yes.
And he goes to Gatlinburg all the time, and he sells out with those things and stuff. So,
right here in
Brookhaven, Mississippi.
Who knew?
Yeah, and that's what we want. We want to bring out people who are, as local as we can find too. We broaden out, Southwest area, but there's a lot of local talent here that a lot of us just don't know that's here.
No.
It's just you just don't know it. So getting them out here and getting their name out and just what does really Brookhaven have to offer? Really a lot. If you look at it, we have a lot to offer here in Brookhaven, Lincoln County area. So.
And what's the times on it again?
It's 9 to 6 a.m. It is completely free. to come in. And since it'll be raining, I think it'll be a good place to be on a Saturday.
Yes,
We'll
thanks to Bank of Franklin to making it a free event for the public. Yep.
Bank of Franklin helped us with that, and we'll have concessions there, so there will be food options for lunch, dinner, snack.
Well, Saturday, 9 to 6 at the Civic Center. What else is going on at the Civic Center? What's coming up?
We start rodeo next week.
Yeah, well, we start working on the rodeo, the Old Brook
Yes.
Rodeo in June, second week of June, Old Brook Rodeo.
You have some state tournaments coming up.
Yep. State. We got district
Rodeo.
tournaments, rodeo, state tournament.
4th of July
The
celebration.
4th of July is going to be a 250th this year. Bigger firework event this year. We've got like an orchestra band that's going to be playing there. The churches will be there as well, giving away food and stuff. We also have a state tournament July 4th weekend, so there's going to be all kinds of people out there at the Civic Center baseball complex. So.
And we always talk about not only out there, what it does to the economic impact of Lincoln County and Brookhaven.
Yes.
You're bringing in people from everywhere that are going to need places to stay, places to eat.
Yeah, because this year we're getting D2 teams in for state tournament, so we won't have any Lincoln County schools here at all. So every team that comes in will be from a different area. So we won't have any Lincoln County schools on D2 because we're D1. So, but they'll be playing elsewhere. But we'll have the D2 tournament, state tournaments here. So everybody that'll be coming in will be from somewhere else. So a lot of big economic development. I mean,
Impact. Yeah.
Impact here,
I was
yeah.
up there the other night at the Civic Center at the ball fields, of course, but and was talking to someone who just brought up the idea of how nice that facility is, and not just that, the arena, the Civic Center, Hansel King up the hill.
Yeah, we've worked hard to keeping it as nice as we can. We've got a lot of upgrades. Everything is money and time, and time of season. It's hard to do a couple things, but. We've got new nets that will be installed in here when we get a little break. We just installed it on Field 5. Just trying to do a couple things to make it look a lot better and to keep up everything, So it takes a lot. It takes a lot to keep that grass growing and making it green and keeping the line straight and all that good stuff. So,
yes. But we're going to talk about the arts and crafts as we close out. We got like a minute left. All right, Emmeline, give the whole commercial one more time.
We are having a fully artisanal arts and crafts expo at the Lincoln Civic Center this Saturday, 9 to 6, and it will be free admission. We've got potters and woodworking, glass, all these really unique pieces. None are the same, and we would love to have y'all come take a stroll around. Just see.
And how many vendors did you have?
I'm saying around 40.
40.
So around 40.
Mm-hmm. If I'm out there listening and I'm one of those people and I want to come Saturday, can I still register?
We are full. So
all right,
no,
so you're
no
full.
registration spots, but definitely come support the artists. They've put in a lot of effort to come and be here with us and show off their
next
stuff.
year you're going for 50 or 60?
Yes. Spraying it out to the arena. Let's fill it all up.
All right. Chaston, glad you came in.
You're glad to be here. Yeah.
Always. We're going to take a break. We've got Lee Berry. Y'all need to listen because when I get Lee on the radio.
Prayer walk out, yeah.
Yeah, the prayer walk next Friday.
Yeah, then Co-Lin volleyball.
Co-Lin volleyball coach.
That's what I was out there doing, talking to them.
Oh, that's right. You're one of those.
Yeah, I'm one of those.
You're the Ben Seals wannabe international volleyball coach. That's
referee.
What it is.
Referee.
Oh,
yeah,
referee.
official.
Well, Ben wants to move up.
Yeah.
All right, we're going to take a break.
When it's over, so let's say it'll rain a sunny day. I know, shining down like water. I wanna know, have you ever seen the rain?
Sometimes it's good to see a familiar face. This is Shannon Aker with Bank of Brookhaven. The folks at our bank believe strongly in serving our customers and friends in Lincoln County, not other parts of the state. Stop in today and see a familiar face, a face that wants to help you. And remember, friends, for over 25 years at Bank of Brookhaven, it's all about you. Bank of Brookhaven, member FDIC, equal housing lender.
Okay, we are back with our second segment of Thursday Open Line. Let me thank our sponsors. Bank of Brookhaven, King's Daughters Medical Center, Brookhaven Recreation Department, Lincoln County Civic Center. We just had Emmeline on about the Arts and Crafts Expo this weekend. Toyota Brookhaven, Copiah Lincoln Community College. We've got a young lady, Anna Nelson, who's the new volleyball coach at Co-Lin. We're going to have her on just a second. And then Rapid Oil Change. But we have with us right now in the studio Miss Wendy Watts from King's Daughters Medical Center and the Mr. Lee Berry. And Ben Seals wanted me to talk about y'all's trip to New York, but I said we cannot talk about that on the radio.
We can't talk about that on the radio.
He told me stories like we can't go there.
That's right.
Okay.
Those are secret.
Oh, secret? Hey, we do want to get serious because next Friday, I think that's correct, next Friday?
Thursday.
Next Thursday.
Next Thursday, May 7th at
Okay.
7 o'clock.
Well, there's 2 prayer events going on next Thursday. You know that? Did you know that? Yeah. It's the National Day of Prayer.
Yes. Okay.
And we'll be talking about that next Thursday morning at the government complex at noon. It's the National Day of Prayer recognition. Okay. David Williams will be doing that. But y'all are going to be doing it early Saturday. Early Thursday morning, right?
Yep. 7 o'clock Thursday morning in front of the hospital. We're going to have a tent set up.
And this is something, Lee, that has been done every year.
Yes, we've done it probably the last 4 years. And we have a little walk around. We have stations set up around the hospital where we can stop and pray for different parts of the hospital. And we'll have a booklet for you so that you can know what area to pray for.
Miss Wendy?
It's a really cool event. I think we've been doing it a little longer than 4 years.
I think so too.
Yeah,
I'm kind of remember when it's been several years.
Yeah, it's been several years. That's correct. Yes.
In fact, I remember the first one.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So it's a really sweet event. We have a speaker, and then we have Wayne Smith. If y'all know Wayne Smith, he checks in everybody for outpatient. He is going to be doing the special music. So he's done it for us before, but he'll be our special music that morning. And then we have Brother Matthew Wallace from Ediston Baptist Church. He'll be our speaker. And then we will have our walk. And like Lee said, we'll have a booklet. And in that booklet, every little station will have something to pray for. And it's not just for the hospital, it is for the community.
Yes, that's why you're on.
There's other areas of the hospital other areas of the community too that we'll pray for. And just a sweet time to come together for the community and just pray for everything in our area.
Well, Wendy, and Lee, both of you, it's more than just a path. Y'all have created a walk and there's actually a memorial walk for some former board members and people in the community, right?
There's a memorial garden.
Yes. Yeah.
Yes. And so we will pass through there, and there'll be different areas, like I said, around the hospital that you'll just pray for.
Well, we're so fortunate to have King's Daughters in our community. I just met somebody this week that just moved here, and he was asking about health care, and so this is kind of a thumbprint of what King's Daughters is about. That it's not just about health care; it's that Christian.
That's right, Christian environment, taking care of the community, how we want to be seen in the community, and we're there for you. So,
and it's not just something. And when you say that, Lee, the Christian emphasis there, it's not just a tagline about the hospital. There's a lot of Christian people there.
Absolutely.
A lot.
Absolutely.
That have that faith-based
belief.
Belief, yeah. Right word.
That is so true.
It's something that the hospital is just what
That's
they want to be.
Do. And I mean, we pray in the morning at 7 o'clock or 8 o'clock, pray at lunch, and then we pray at night every day. Comes over the intercom. And you're just not going to see that at very many places, at hospitals.
Oh, not at all.
Right.
Not at all.
Yeah. Well, talk more about the speakers, Wendy, if you would, to let people just kind of, the gentleman that's speaking, he's a pastor at Ediston, you said?
Ediston, that's right, Ediston Baptist Church. And Lincoln Electric and Natchez Electric, he's co-owner and manager of the Lincoln Electric as well. But he'll be there. And then, again, Wayne Smith, if y'all know him, everybody that's checked in at the outpatient part knows Wayne.
Sitting there at the desk.
Yeah, I'm telling you, you just have to come out to hear him. Most people don't even know that he sings, and he sings so beautifully.
Oh, yeah.
And I have the privilege to listen to him every Sunday morning at Macedonia Baptist Church, and he truly does a phenomenal job. So we we're really hoping that everybody will come out and join us at 7. I know it's a little early, but come out and join us. I think you'll be real blessed by it, and you'll really enjoy your time at the King's Daughters Prayer Walk. And in addition, too, I wanted to note that there is a prayer bulletin on our kingsdaughters.org up at the very top of the page. You can click onto it. So let's say that for some reason you're out of town or you're not able to join us. You can click onto that and actually go through the prayer booklet yourself at your leisure, and we will keep the stations up throughout the day. So if maybe between the lunchtime and the morning time, if you don't have time to get to one or the other, maybe you can come by and just walk around the hospital and stop at those stations and pray for the community and for the hospital, and especially our patients that are there.
You know, I
Absolutely.
hope people turn out. As you and Wendy, I was in there one day and we were talking about when we had the Good Friday service, the community service at the Haven Cross out by East Haven. You know, and I thought I was in a conversation with some pastors, and it was like, well, we hope we get 300 people there. We hope we get 400 people there.
Right.
And I thought, we have a population in this county of 30,000 people.
Should be more than that coming in.
It should be more. Y'all should have more next Thursday morning.
And
the complex should have more at noon Thursday.
Absolutely.
With 30, what if we had 1,000 people show up?
That would be fantastic.
Because we're living in a world today where, my goodness,
we need it.
Do we need prayer?
we
yes,
need
we need it.
Do we need prayer?
And we would love for everyone to show up, and town leaders.
And that's why you're here. You're saying this is a community
preachers.
event. This is not a hospital staff event.
Well, it's a community event. We want everybody in the community to feel like they can come and be part of it.
And, Kenny, I would love to see the Fellowship of Christian Athletes get involved. They could come that morning. Any of the sports teams, I mean, if you have a softball team or a baseball team or football team, gather them together and show up at 7. We should be done before 8.
Yes.
And so between the speaker,
same thing that they do at See You at the Pole.
Exactly.
Yeah, same thing.
Those students get there early.
Exactly. Mm-hmm.
And they really show up, they do better than we do.
Yeah.
And 4-H is real dear to my heart, and so I'm challenging the 4-H and the FFA chapters that are out there to come join us. Get up a little bit earlier and come on out. It'll be a very, very special time.
Let's challenge our pastors to invite their church.
Right.
Yes.
Absolutely.
Two events next Thursday.
Yes.
I mean, that's incredible.
That would be great. Tell them. And then afterwards we'll have coffee, juice, some donuts after the walk. So
yes. Donuts.
Come enjoy.
Yeah, come to the hospital and eat donuts.
Eat donuts. We're healthy now.
Yeah.
They're healthy donuts.
Yeah. I and on a fun note, I've always thought over at the fitness center, why not do donuts and have donuts at the fitness center so
you probably fill the place up.
Drink coffee, eat a donut, and go work out.
That's right. Get some energy, some sugar in you.
That's right. Now, Lee, how did you get involved in this? I mean, did you get?
Well, Wendy asked me to kind of being part of a
your
group
chair?
And
Are
come
you the
and
chair
help.
of this?
No. Wendy is the brains behind this. She's got it all together and has done everything. I've just helped her.
I know Wendy's brains because my wife works for her.
That's right.
I know she's the brains.
Now we
all
also
this.
have several others that's on the committee. Probably 10 other people that have been meeting and getting together and talking it through and deciding what we needed to do and everything to also. So it's a group effort.
I guess the walk that you're doing, I'm sure that it's open to public anytime somebody wants to just come up and sit around the garden or look at.
Absolutely.
Exactly.
It'll be open all day.
Yeah, and open any time too. You're welcome to come walk through like you said.
Yeah,
the Memorial Garden.
and I'm sure it happens there, like at the cross. People will call and say, "Hey, can we go over and sit at the cross?"
Yeah,
you can go sit at the cross
anytime you want to.
Yes. And it's amazing. Here's the thing that's very interesting: you see more men over there than ladies.
Oh, really?
Yes. Right. That's very
interesting
to me.
there. I wouldn't have thought that.
Yeah. Right. But men are privately, and they don't want to, so
they go afterwards
isolate.
Secretly.
Yeah. They go, right. So I'm sure to know that there's two things right there in our town that if you need a time of solitude or quietness,
absolutely,
you can go.
That would be great.
So it's next Thursday morning at 7:00.
Yes.
And I do want to mention that 12:00 at the government complex is the National Day of Prayer. 2 events going on, and people turn out for it. Let's unite as a community. Brookhaven,
Bring us
golly,
together.
we talk about it every Thursday. The privilege we have to live in Brookhaven.
Yes.
It is a privilege.
What a great community.
It's a good community.
Oh, yes. Yes. We had and this is, I'm going to get off real quick on something. We had someone at our church this past weekend. He stayed at the Inn on Whitworth, and he does a daily a blog on Facebook.
Yeah.
He put on there that this is one of his favorite places to come.
Really?
That downtown Brookhaven is absolutely phenomenal.
Yes.
That's great.
And he's from Arkansas. And
he's probably been all over.
He goes all over. Yeah, he goes everywhere. And Jason Curry's his name. If you go back, he actually wrote a post on Facebook about staying at downtown Brookhaven. So we have a great community.
That's a good community.
We have a great community, yes.
All right. Well, thank y'all for coming in.
Thank you,
Lee,
Kenny.
I didn't get off on the New York trip. Ben.
That's a longer.
Ben
we would have to have more time than.
And it's like it was all you that Ben was very just.
Ben was showing me everything, so I'll just leave it with that.
Oh, okay. Yeah, he is a New York City
He's a
connoisseur,
tourist.
isn't he?
I was the tourist. He was the guide.
He kind of knows New York City, which kind of makes you want
Question mark.
Right. We'll leave it at that.
Leave it at that.
All right. Well, thank y'all for coming in. We're going
Thank
to
you,
take
Kenny.
a break, and we
Thank
got Anna Nelson from Co-Lin, and then we got Heather from SuperTalk Radio to close out our show.
At Toyota of Brookhaven, we treat every car and every customer like family. From quick oil changes to certified warranty repairs, we keep your Toyota running like new. We keep you informed with transparent multi-point inspections and expert advice you can trust. Need a fresh start? Our detail team can bring back that new car shine. Toyota of Brookhaven, your trusted hometown choice.
All right, we're back, and let me thank our sponsors again, Bank of Brookhaven, King's Daughters Medical Center, Brookhaven Rec Department, Lincoln County Civic Center, Toyota Brookhaven, Copiah Lincoln Community College. We have Miss Anna Nelson in here with us right now. I'll introduce her in just a second, and Rapid Oil Change. Well, Anna, I just said congratulations to you. You are the first inaugural coach of the volleyball team at Copiah Lincoln Community College.
Yeah, that's right. I've been, super blessed to kind of walk into this position and to be welcomed to the Co-Lin family with warm arms. And it's been a whirlwind the past couple months, but it's been really good and really exciting things coming.
Yeah, I think I tried to get you scheduled last week, and you were out recruiting.
Yes, was gone Thursday to Monday recruiting in South Alabama.
Well, tell us a little bit about yourself. Where are you originally from?
Yeah, I'm originally from West Memphis, Arkansas, which is right across the Memphis Bridge in Tennessee. I went to high school, played ball all throughout, graduated from West Memphis High School. From there,
Played volleyball?
I did. I played volleyball. I started my freshman year of high school, which is pretty late for our sport, especially if you want to get recruited. From there, I played club ball at a club called Memphis Metro. So it's a lot like AAU basketball, but for volleyball. So we do the same thing that AAU basketball does in travel ball tournaments and getting recruited and all that fun stuff. And I played in Memphis, and I got recruited out of high school. So from there, I graduated and went to Jacksonville State. It's a mid-major Division I in Northeast Alabama, up there near Gadsden and Birmingham and Anniston. My team was really good. We won 3 out of 4 conference championships while I was there.
Wow.
My team went on. We were COVID kids, so we got that extra year. So I transferred to Southern Miss, and that's kind of the start of my
So that's how you got into the Mississippi connection?
Yes, that's the start of my Mississippi journey. My family, during that time of me in college, they moved to Fairhope, Alabama. So that's where my family lives now.
I love Fairhope.
Yes, it's so nice. Definitely overstay my welcome when I go. And so my parents lived there, I was a lot closer to them. Being at Southern Miss, I started my master's there with my MBA. I finished a little bit earlier than expected, was there for a full semester before I decided to go home. And I know now that was the Lord telling me to get out of my playing shoes and step into my coaching shoes. And so I really just hit the ground running. I moved back home for a little bit to Mobile in that area and started doing some club coaching. I worked for Mobile Storm, which is an AAU club in Mobile, and I coached 3 teams there, the 16s, 17s, and 18-year-olds. And let me tell you, coaching 3 teams at the same time when you're the head coach was not fun. It was crazy, to say the least. I was also the assistant recruiting coordinator for that club, so I had about 20 to 30 kids that I was responsible for helping getting signed off to play. And a lot of those girls are now playing in the conference that we're playing in. Teams like Jones, Southwest, Mississippi Gulf Coast, they're all playing for those teams and programs now, which is awesome. And then from there, I got the job at Mississippi College and was at Brandon for a little bit before then, and then Co-Lin, that job came out, and after about the 10th person that told me I'd be the perfect fit, I was kind of asking the Lord, what are you trying to tell me here? And went on the interview, and everything was great, and so here I am.
So did you always know that you were going to be a coach?
So I knew that I loved the sport of volleyball, and I knew that I loved being around it. I loved working with younger kids and older kids and just teaching the game. I knew that was something that I had wanted to be a part of. I didn't know it would take me to the college level. I had some ideas of how cool that would be to get to the college level and everything like that. I went to college to be a medical sales rep person, and so obviously not a medical sales rep for ortho sales or anything like that, and had some real estate interests and stuff, so I definitely didn't end up doing what I thought I was going to do, but that's just the thing about the Lord's plan. Yeah, he's kind of opened every door for me in this profession, and where he sends me, I'm going to go. So
it's interesting, and I guess from a Mississippi standpoint, especially Southwest Mississippi, it's not been a long time that volleyball has been kind of a sport offer at any high school or college around, like Co-Lin, Southwest. But it seems to be a very growing sport, correct?
Absolutely. It has... Nationally, it has surpassed AAU women's basketball. That has been kind of the biggest female sport for a while, is basketball and softball. But nationally, on a national level, volleyball is the number 1 fastest growing female sport across the country. I mean, there's probably over 2 million girls within the volleyball system that are interested just at the club level, and that doesn't even acquire the high school level.
And to see our high schools picking the sport up here.
Yes.
I think Brookhaven, Lloyd Star. Is there another one here that has volleyball?
I am not sure. I'm still learning all of the counties and things like that.
I do know that those 2 schools have it.
Yes, and that's so exciting, and that's one thing that, taking this job, our county is a little bit further behind compared to other districts and things when it comes to our sport in general, but I think that's another great thing about adding another program into our conference that is in our district. Southwest does a great job, and I'm excited to kind of get into our district and teach about, how the sport is and just be another resource for all of our schools. I'm talking to a couple coaches today about what I can do to offer help just to understand the knowledge of the game and how to teach the game and stuff like that.
Are you going to do any camps?
Yes, so I'll do some private kind of satellite camps that we do. Since we are in our conference, we can only go into our district. So we'll have a couple of schools this summer that will either come to our gym or we'll go to their gym in our district. And we'll either teach them rotations, we'll teach them, drills, or just teach the game in general and give them a general knowledge. And then we'll also do something that helps the coaches and maybe giving them a lineup that we might think might help them the best once season rolls around.
What is the season? When does the season start?
Yeah, so our season is basically on the same time clock as football. So our girls will move in early.
So fall.
Yes. So they're coming in July 6th. So we're going to practice the whole month of July together while they take a summer class on campus. And then we'll send them home for a week or two. And then we'll come back and start our preseason in August, which is kind of the same as football's fall camp. So we'll do 2-a-days and stuff like that for about a week and a half. And then our first match, which is a scrimmage, is August 12th against William Carey. And then we go from conference starting August 31st to the championship match of our conference tournament, which is November 1st.
And you're going to be in the Mullins Gym.
Yes, we will be in Mullins Gym.
Until the new facility's built.
Right, yes. Excited about that.
Talking about that.
Mm-hmm.
And, actually, I mentioned I really had a part in looking at that location and some design on that.
Mm-hmm.
So I've been involved in that, but I'm not going to be the guy. I told you I was over several projects up there. And that's not originally where we wanted to build, but it makes so much sense to build that facility there to make a sports complex.
Yeah, I'm excited about it. I think Dr. Middleton, our president, has been doing a great job, helping our athletic programs become as competitive and successful as possible. And sometimes that has nothing to do with, wins and losses. It's what can we give our programs to be more competitive to other schools and conferences.
And we did it with the baseball, softball, football.
And so I'm excited to see where that's going to take just our program alone in the next couple of years.
The tennis complex with Tripp, have a part. I had a part in that. So to me, it was very rewarding to go back up there and see what part that as Dr. Sims to Dr. Middleton, what they've done up there and if people haven't been up to the campus, there's been a lot of stuff that has happened over the last 8 to 10 years at that campus.
Yes, I've talked to a couple of people that have either been on campus with me when I've had a recruit that have been to campus in the past, and they'll say, this looks completely different than it did 10 years ago, which is a great thing.
All right, so what about your team this year?
Yeah, so we're pretty much almost done. I have my tryouts today for any transfers or current seniors interested in trying out. It's at Mullins Gym, 4 to 5:30 today. You just need a updated physical and $20 to participate. It's just an opportunity for all of our local county girls and any transfers that are interested to come down and get the opportunity to be seen. And I like to run my tryouts as a little bit of a learning opportunity as well, not just get in, get out. So I'm excited about that, excited to see what the turnout's going to be. But other than that, I have pretty much my full team. Have a couple of spots open for the right person if that comes about with tryouts. But we have 13 as of right now, and our roster max is 18. So I'm not looking to completely fill my roster this year. I want to save and kind of manage my roster so I have enough scholarships to offer in 2027 for our juniors that can keep us competitive in the long run for our roster management and everything like that. But we've got girls from all over the state. We've got girls from many different states. We've got one girl that's in Connecticut right now at a Division II school. And then we have some girls from North Mississippi, Central Mississippi, and South Mississippi. So,
any international?
We don't have any international this year.
Because I know in other sports there are.
Yeah, normally at the junior college level, it is more prominent that you do see some international players, especially in Florida and Texas. So I'm very open. I have good relationships with many international agents that I talk to, and the right one just hadn't come about yet.
As you're out recruiting, how did you did the person the player from Connecticut, did they get in touch with you, or you knew who they were? And the recruiting process, we have I've had different coaches on here while I've been doing this, and I don't think people know how much you're on the road recruiting for any sport,
100%.
Where it be softball, baseball, football, all that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
How do you make that connection to somebody in Connecticut?
Yeah, so actually I came across her name's Nevaeh. I came across Nevaeh when I was at Mississippi College. The previous school that I worked for. And so at Mississippi College, we had the access to the transfer portal. And so I found her name in the transfer portal while I was at MC, and she was in the back of my mind. And then it just rolled over into me getting the job at Co-Lin, and I had her contact information. I had been in contact with her, and I just said, hey, you want to come to Co-Lin? And we talked for a good bit, and there we go. There she is.
How does the transfer portal affect community college?
That is a very loaded question. I think the transfer portal is making it harder for freshmen to high school students to get recruited to 4 years, especially at the Division I and Division II
I've heard
levels.
that more than one time, not just on radio or talking to a coach. It's in fact, I heard this past weekend I was talking to someone whose brother coaches, and it's like it's coming out of high school. You're going to have to be really, really, really good to go to Division I.
It's really hard nowadays to get there out of high
because of the
school.
transfer portal.
And, I mean, you can pretty much redshirt for anything nowadays. And so you have girls that are 25 years old still playing their last year of eligibility. And so just numbers-wise, it makes it hard for those freshmen to get that shot. And so
and
for
at
us,
community college, you got them for 2 years, but with the transfer portal,
yes,
you may have only one.
Yes. So for junior college, I think it helps our case a little bit. I think it pushes down the pyramid from Division I kids going Division II going Division III, and so on, all the way down to JUCO. And with JUCO in particular, it's a great experience for freshmen to get playing experience.
Right.
The exposure, the stats, the awards, the accolades, and then transfer and be really, really recruitable as a junior or even a sophomore if they have a good year their freshman year to a 4-year program. We already have a couple of 4-year coaches that are interested in our freshmen. Right now, they didn't have the room to recruit them out of high school, but they're still interested in to see where they're going to be in 2 years, because recruiting a junior to play at the 4-year level is a lot more desirable in this day and age with college athletics than it is to recruit a freshman.
I heard the coach say that if you had to tell someone coming out of high school about going to college and they want to play a sport, what do they need to do? And the coach said, if you want to go play somewhere, go somewhere where you can play.
Absolutely.
Don't just go to that college and you're dealing with somewhere where you'll play.
Yeah, I coach club ball, and I help with the recruiting there in Ridgeland. And I tell all of my girls, I said, you kind of have to see where your priorities lay when it comes to college athletics. Do you want to be that kid that goes and gets all the playing time as a freshman? Do you want to go and be someone that might come off the bench your first 2 years? Do you want to go somewhere where you might not see the floor at all, but you love your school, you love your team, and you're okay with that? I think it kind of depends on the athlete and what they want. But most of my kids, they say, I want to play.
I want to play.
And so a lot of the girls in Mississippi, which is great, they are relying on our JUCO programs in the state, and then going to 4 years after that, which I think is great. I think it's a great support system for our kids in the state of Mississippi.
Well, it's so good to meet you. I hope you have a great year.
Thank you.
And I'm going to try to get up there and see. I've never been to a college level volleyball game, so we're going to come up and see.
Yes, I'm super excited and just super blessed to be here and to coach these girls and this program. And it's going to be a special couple of years getting it started. And I'm excited to see what we do in the fall. And hopefully we can get one of our players in here.
Do that. I'd love to do that.
Yeah.
Really would, to hear their experience of playing first year.
Yeah.
Playing in Weston. Being in Brookhaven?
Yes, absolutely.
All right. Well, thank you for coming, Anna.
Yes, thank you so much for having me. Yes.
Welcome to the pack.
Yes, go Wolves.
All right.
At Brookhaven Monument Company, we understand that a monument is more than a stone. It's a promise to remember.
Since 1947, families across Southwest Mississippi have trusted us to tell their loved one's story with dignity and care. We offer quality craftsmanship, stellar service, and one of the largest selections of memorials in the region.
Visit us at 807 Highway 51 North in Brookhaven or call 601-833-5701.
Brookhaven Monument Company, honoring life with lasting beauty.
All right, then when you hear that music, you know who's up next. Heather is in the house.
I'm surprised he didn't go with Living on a Prayer.
Well, but what did he tell us?
I figured you were talking about a walk.
Oh, yeah.
Walk like an Egyptian.
Okay, I thought it was a throwback to the play.
But what did he say prior to coming on?
That he had made a promise that he would not do anything to embarrass me. Somewhat.
And I'm holding to it.
For now.
For now.
For now.
This was one of the pre-show songs that the cast, there we go. That was one of the pre-show songs that the cast for Pike County Potluck and Poisoning. Backstage, we'd have like a little mini concert before we hit the stage.
You were in a play.
I was in a play. Yeah.
You were out of town. You missed out on Bon Jovi karaoke.
Yeah.
I was gone.
Yeah.
I took a few days off.
Yeah.
How was the director? I don't know. I can't remember who
He
did that.
sucked.
But how was the director?
The director was all right.
He sucked.
For the most part. He, like when he doesn't pick on me. But no, we've had a really busy couple of weeks. Did the play, and then last weekend Nathan and I were in Baltimore speaking on behalf of one of the drug companies that Nathan's anti-chorea medicine, Austedo. We were there speaking about our experiences with Austedo at Help for HD's Hype in Baltimore. So this weekend is the walk. It's Saturday.
Well, we need to let people know who are maybe just now listening in or have not listened in the past about Huntington's disease.
Huntington's disease is
and
a
term. That's the medicine,
yes.
And you said there's some trial basis medicine out there.
That we're trying to get the FDA to give a fair review of. But there's a whole thing there. But the Huntington's disease is a terminal neurodegenerative brain disease. It's like having ALS, Parkinson's, and Alzheimer's all at the same time. This is a cause that's really close to me because my husband suffers from the disease. My stepdaughter, our oldest, was diagnosed with having inherited the disease back in 2024. Thankfully, she's good right now, but eventually she will start developing symptoms from the disease. Our son, who's 11, together is considered at risk, which means that he has a 50-50 chance of having inherited Nathan's Huntington's disease. And this weekend, we're doing our 5th annual Team Hope Mississippi Walk for Huntington's disease. The money's raised from these walks, because they go on all over the country. The money raised from these walks go to help fund our centers of excellence. We have one right here in Mississippi at UMMC. The walk is at the Flowood Nature Park, and that's about 2 miles from the Center of Excellence. Okay. And we do that because it's right there by our Center of Excellence. And it's a central location for folks to come all over the state, because the numbers are that there are about 200 families in the state of Mississippi dealing with Huntington's, but that's not an accurate number. And I say this a lot because we're a family of 4 and we have 2 Huntington's patients, possibly a third. There's a family in North Mississippi, they have 6.
Wow.
There's a family on the coast that have about 2 or 3. So it's a family disease in more ways than one. Like Nathan is living in the disease.
Yeah.
We're living with him in the disease.
So it's more, they're looking at it as units, but it's actually individual.
Yeah. I wish we had a more accurate and individual number, but the numbers I get are that there are over 200 families.
Family units.
Yeah, living with Huntington's. But when you stop and think, how many people are in a family? You know, and if a child, each child of a Huntington's patient has a 50-50 chance of inheriting the disease. So we work really hard. We share our story. We're very vocal because Huntington's has always been a hush-hush kind of disease that no one would talk about. And so we talk about it. We finally got brave enough to put on a walk, and now we're in year 5. If you'd like to donate or join us for the walk, you can register at hdsa.org/THWMS, Team Hope Walk Mississippi. You can donate there. You can register. Registration is free. They've changed things a bit. Used to be you paid $30 for a registration. You got a T-shirt. Now they're doing something that's called peer-to-peer crowdfunding, which means you register for free and then raise $100 and get your shirt. So we're really just trying to raise money in any way we can to help fund our centers of excellence, help fund our education days, which we'll have one later this year here in Mississippi, fund research. Research is very important to us because it's the only way we're going to find a treatment or a cure. The FDA there's a treatment called AMT 130 by a drug company called Unicure, and the FDA is not allowing for it to have a fair review. Matter of fact, someone with the Health and Human Services actually called the Huntington's community the swamp because of us trying to petition the FDA to give it a fair review. They were going to give it a fair review, and then they decided not to for whatever reason. So we've been very vocal about that too. But the main thing is the walk this Saturday, registration about 8:30, walk at 9. Last I heard, Randy said yesterday that the rain forecast had dropped considerably for Saturday.
Yeah,
but
more
even
tomorrow.
Yeah, and tomorrow night we're having the governor's mansion lit up in blue in honor of May being Huntington's Disease Awareness Month and our walk being on Saturday. So we'll get drenched tomorrow night while we're trying to take pictures, but
maybe not. It can move out.
Yeah, I'm hoping. But last year we got rained out, but we still had fun under the pavilion. Need raffle items. So if anyone would like to get me some raffle items for the walk to help raise more money, you can contact me here at the studio because I need all the help I can get. And if you can't come to the walk but just want to donate, hdsa.org/THWMS. You can donate to a team. You can donate to an individual. My personal favorite team is Wilmoth Warriors, but I'm kind of partial to them. So just hoping that we can raise some money and help our Huntington's families here in Mississippi.
Well, we always like to get you on to help promote this. I know that we've had you on a couple of times in the last month or so. It's important to you. It's important to our state. It's important to our country.
Right.
And you know.
Well, and see, with this
it's just terrible.
With this whole thing, the FDA wise, we're not the only disease that's having these issues. So, and it's always hardest to get that first one in. So I take every opportunity I can to talk about Huntington's as a whole.
You hear what he's doing to you?
Walking in Memphis.
Yeah, walking in Memphis. Walking in Memphis. Walking in Flowood.
Yep.
Saturday for Huntington's disease.